Hey guys, and welcome to this week's Pilates class. So you get to start lying down. So if you want to come down onto your back, get comfortable, I'd say take your focus onto your breathing. So once we're comfortable, we're just going to focus on those nice deep breaths in and out. So with each deep breath in, we're just going to draw it down towards the stomach, allow the stomach to rise. As you breathe out, and just like you said, the stomach to drop back down again. So we really focus on those nice deep breaths in and out. I'd like you to take one more deep breath in. As you breathe out, slowly take those arms overhead. I'd like you to interlace your fingers. Then we're going to reach out through the whole length of the body. So we'll point the hands as far away from the sort of edge as we can. We'll point the toes. And we'll just focus on those nice deep breaths in and out. Take one more deep breath in. As you breathe out, we can release that stretch and allow the arms to come out to about shoulder height. And we're just going to bring a little bit of movement through the neck, so just drop the head down to look over the right shoulder. And we'll do the same, taking the head over to the left, so we look out over the left shoulder. We'll just gently take the head from shoulder to shoulder. One more time to each shoulder. And we can gently bring the head back to the center. From here, I'd bend the legs, bring the feet to the floor. We're keeping the shoulders down. We're going to gently lower the knees to the right, taking them as low to the floor as we feel we can. Then we'll ease back to the center and out to the left. So just gently take those knees from side to side. Keeping the shoulders down as we do. Get the weight, don't you, please? And if this movement's feeling good and you want to add a little extra in the next time we drop the knees to the right, we can take the left knee towards the right elbow, keeping the shoulders down. Then we can do the same, we can take the knees to the left, right knee towards the left elbow. But if that feels too much, just stick with taking those knees gently from side to side. And last time to each side. Gently hold to the centre. And we will lift the legs, we'll hold the knees in towards us. We'll bring a little bit of movement into the feet and ankles, so we'll draw those toes up towards the shins. Then push them away again. We get a few circles into the ankles too. So we'll gently just start to circle the feet one way. And then we'll circle them back the other. And then we'll bring those feet back to the center and allow them to relax. From here, we're going to extend the legs, taking the feet down to the floor, so you've got nice long legs. We'll take the hands overhead. Now we're going to lift both hands. As we do, we're going to lift one leg, and we're going to crunch up to reach towards the toes. So we slide the ribs down towards the hips, reaching as far towards the toes as we can, and we'll gently lower. We'll do the same with the other leg. So every time we come up, lifting the leg, we're sliding the ribs towards the hips, lifting the chest off the floor. Now if it's too much to go with a straight leg, we can do the same thing with the bent leg. We still crunch up and we reach our fingertips as far towards the ceiling as we feel we can. Remember to alternate which leg you lift. Awesome, right, guys, keep going. We've got 2 more on each side to go. And then we can have a little release. Once we've done those 2 on each side, move the knees back in towards us. And we'll allow those feet down to the floor. So release the legs, feet will come down to the floor. We want the feet back hip width apart. We're going to set with the heel roughly underneath the knee. And take the arms down by our sides, palms towards the ceiling. We're going to squeeze through the back of the legs. We do so those hips as high as we can. We're going to hold here. So really focus on that squeeze through the whole back of the body, keep those hips lifted. Then we'll gently lower back to the floor. And we're going to repeat that. So we'll squeeze through the back of the body, lifting those hips as high as we feel we can, holding at the top. And gently lower back down. So we're going to repeat that a few more times. Raise those hips back up, squeezing through the back of the body. Take those hips as high as we can, keep them level at the top. Keep that squeeze through the back of the body. And then gently lower. And we'll go again. Hips up, squeeze to the back of the body, keep those hips lifted. And then gently down. One more time. We'll squeeze to the back of the body, lift those hips as high as we feel we can, holding at the top. Still breathing, taking those nice deep breaths in and out as we hold here. And then we'll gently release those hips back down to the floor. If we want a little release, we can lift the legs, hug the knees in towards us. And we'll take the shins parallel to the floor. Apologies that the cats are using this as a time to just clean themselves in front of you. So we'll take the shins parallel to the floor with the feet lifted. We've got a strong core brace to the back, so we're going to lift away from the ground, but we're also not forcing it down into the floor. Keeping that strong brace, we're going to lower the legs from the hips so the feet come down to tap the floor. So we're trying to keep this 90-degree bend at the knee. To gently lower the feet down towards the floor and then lift them so the knees come back over the hips again. Like I said, strong core brace to the back, not lifting it away, but also not forcing it down into the ground. So we keep this move slow and controlled, keeping that strong brace. Now, if this is feeling too much, we can alternate legs. We can lower one down and do the same on the other side. But if we can, we stick with both. Let's keep that strong core brace. Two to go. Again, we can hold those knees in towards the chest. Have a little release. And then if we feel okay, so like I say, the hands to the back of the thighs. And we'll gently just rock and roll on the spot. Slowly bring ourselves towards a seated position. Now, if that doesn't feel comfortable, please just gently bring yourself to a seated position. Or if we're happy to rock and roll, building up a little bit of momentum. And then once we feel we've got enough, we can release the thighs and either rock and roll to a seated position, or if we can, to a squat, but it doesn't matter which one. It's from either, we'll take the feet back, or we'll just come onto all fours for a moment. And then either with the knees on the floor, or if we feel we can, we're going to step the feet back, come into a plank position. And we're going to slowly start to walk the feet forwards. So we come into a forward fold. So here we've got a little bit of a bend in the knees. The arms are heavy in front of us. And then we're going to slowly roll up to standing. So here we've got a little bit of leg work, a little bit of balance work. We'll take a slight bend into one leg. We're going to take the other foot behind us. As we do, so here I'm bending the left leg, I'm going to take the right foot behind me as I do. I'm either going to take the toes to the floor, or if I feel like I'm going to lift the foot, hinging forwards from the hips, trying to bring the chest as close to parallel as I can, keeping this nice strong core brace. Slowly ease back to the center, trying to bring the knee through and in front of us. Option is just to bring the foot back to a standing position. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we alternate legs, slight bend. In my right leg this time, I'm going to take the left leg back. Strong core brace. Try and bring that chest as close to parallel to the floor as I feel I can. Slowly starting to come back up to standing. Bringing the knee through. Bring the thigh parallel to the floor. As I do, then reset. And same thing on the other side. So we keep it slow and steady. Maybe your pets are as helpful as mine while you're trying to balance. I should focus just on the balance rather than stroking him. And he's just very cute and handsome. Good. And he's very needy. Really needy. So try to keep that back nice and flat as we hinge forwards, so the shoulders aren't rounding forwards. Those shoulder blades pull back and together as we tip forwards from the hips. Last one on each side. And after we've done that last one, we can give those legs a little shake out. And now you take the feet a comfortable distance apart. We're going to sink into a squat. And I just want you to sink into a lower squat as you feel you can. So we push those hips back and down. We're going to squeeze the legs as we look after the hips. We're not going to hold this for too long. We try and lift the chest, draw the shoulders back. And from here, we can gently make our way to a seated position. I like you to take the legs out in front of you. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We can take the fingertips to the floor. We're trying not to push through the hands. We want to stay nice and upright. We don't want to lean back as we do this one. We're going to lift the foot as high off the floor as we can and gently bring it back down. So we can use the hands for a bit of support. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Now as you do this, you want to really squeeze through the leg. Otherwise the foot's just going to drag across the floor. And we just lift the foot as high off the floor as we can. That's to sit nice and tall. So we keep that nice strong posture. Two more times on each leg. And we can give those legs a little bit of a shake out. Here we've just got a little bit of a stretch today. So I like you to keep the left leg out in front of you. You're going to bend the right leg, foot comes to the floor. Either inside the leg, or if you feel we can step it over, we will step it over. Then we're going to use the left arm to hug that right knee in towards us, so we're going to twist. Look as far as we can over the right shoulder. Sitting up tall as we do. deep breath in. As you breathe out, we'll slowly untwist. And we can release the leg. We're going to do the same thing the other side. So we step the left foot either inside the right leg or over the right leg. Right arm hugs the left knee towards we twist. Look as far as we can. Over the left shoulder, sit up nice and tall as we do. We'll take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, you can gently release. And then you get to lie down. So just like to gently make your way down onto your back. Then we've just got a few moments of relaxation to finish with today. So once you're comfortable, just like to take your focus onto your breathing. And just like at the start of the class, we're going to take this nice full deep breath in and out. So with each deep breath in, we'll draw it down towards the stomach, allowing the stomach to rise. As you breathe out, just allow the stomach to drop back down again. And if you want to, you can just take your focus down towards your lower body. Maybe curl the toes down, start to squeeze through all the muscles of the lower body, so to your calves, your thighs, into the glutes. And we'll squeeze and build that tension, holding it there. And then on the next breath out, just let go of all that tension. Feel the legs sink a little bit heavier into the floor. And the feet might just drop out to the sides. Now we can do the same thing with the upper body as well if we want to. We can clench the hands into fists. Just start to squeeze through the muscles in your arms, your shoulders, all the way through the back of the body, all the way up into the neck. And we'll squeeze and hold that tension there. And then on the next deep breath out, just let go of all that tension. Feel your shoulders drop away from your ears, and your arms just sink a little bit heavier into the floor. And we'll just slowly bring some awareness back towards the body. So maybe just gently wiggle your fingers, maybe wiggle your toes. Might just want to put a few small circles through the wrists and ankles. And then just nice and gently, I'd like you to make your way back to a seated position. From your seated position, we'll take a nice deep breath in. We'll circle those arms overhead as you do. And as you breathe out at the top, just relax your shoulders and circle your arms back and down. And we'll do that one more time. Nice deep breath. As you breathe out, just relax your shoulders and circle your arms back and down. Awesome work, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for today's Pilates. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, any questions, any problems, please just drop me a message, drop a comment below, like the video, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Take care. I'll see you all very, very soon.